Antes de assistir, deixe seu like, inscreva-se no canal e ative o sino para receber os nossos vídeos. Muito obrigado.
Certainly the younger players will relish that opportunity. Sergio Ramos is still a Real Madrid player. And confirmation of the starting lineups. Gareth Bale reportedly himself the subject of 2 world record bids, £100 million plus from Manchester United, but we expect him to perhaps lead the line today. We shall find out shortly. Luka Modric also featuring against his former club. The newcomers Casillas in goal and Danilo starting for the new man in charge, Rafa Benitez. Gone to Bale from Germany, taking charge. No Iker Casillas anymore, of course, for Real Madrid. And Hugo Lloris only just getting back into training for Tottenham Hotspur. So Michael Vorm is most certainly number 1 at this point for Tottenham.
Stay here, keep going. Good luck. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck.
Danny Rose apparently linked with a move to Chelsea, included by Pochettino in the Spurs starting lineup this afternoon. And the centre-backs are the men he has spent his money on, and both feature here, Alderweireld and Kevin Wimmer, a young man with precious little top-flight Bundesliga experience, now thrust into the Premier League spotlight. Young Dele Alli, the teenager signed from MK Dons, also featuring today, we think, alongside Eric Dyer in a very new-look combination in the midfield for Tottenham Hotspur. Substitutes are plenty on both sides, of course. Been pretty exciting from Real Madrid's point of view for Benitez in pre-season. They beat Roma in Australia in Melbourne on penalties, then ran through Manchester City 4-1 a couple of days later. 3-0 against Inter when they moved on to China on this global tour of theirs. And they won 10-9 on penalties in Shanghai against Milan. We may need penalties here. That will be the first alternative route if it does end all square after 90 minutes. Tottenham get us underway in their change strip.
Living when he was up there on loan, they thought he was a very, very good player. Tried desperately to get him, but Tottenham brought him back.
Modric is going to hit this, Gary. The deflection is just turned away by Vorm in the end. Just.
Good
Awful
save.
lot of room that Modric got here.
There was. They got him behind the midfield there. And Modric, Tottenham will know him very well. But what a recovery from Vorm. Not the biggest goalkeeper in the world, but has very good agility. And he used every bit of it there to scramble back and touch it past.
I think it was off Wimmer. Now, tried to close him down. It's fed through to Gareth Bale. Sideways to Isco. Low centre of gravity. It's a nice-looking ball. Superb goal. How well worked was that? And Real Madrid, through James Rodriguez, have gone in front here on 35 minutes.
Good goal there. We said about Rodriguez attacking from wide, coming in to get on the end of the cross. But Tottenham will be very disappointed with that. For someone like James Rodriguez to come in and be beating your big centre halves in the air is not something that bodes well for Tottenham this season, sorry.
And I have to say, I think it's been coming, really. Fairly constant domination of the ball from Real Madrid, finding loads of space. And yes, Spurs should be doing better when it comes in here, that's right, Gary, but they've had a lot of spaces to try to block up in the last 10-15 minutes.
But that's Danny Rose there, and even the guy at centre-back is not the centre-back, it's the centre midfielder. So I'm asking, where is Wimmer? Where is Alderweireld there?
Wimmer got drawn to the ball, didn't he, a long way out, and that is another, if you don't mind me saying, another old Tottenham failing from last season, the centre-backs getting drawn out of position like that.
Was the main point in why they didn't win the league and didn't go all the way in the Champions League.
Right on half-time, we are going to head for the dressing rooms here. No need for any of this, of course, but Lamela just told off by Sergio Ramos. Don't you know who I am? OK, well, thank you very much to Gary Breen for his contribution during the first half. James Rodriguez's goal puts Real Madrid 1-0 up against Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs, a couple of bright moments early on, but in the main it's been a case of trying to contain a very, very talented Real lineup, even without Ronaldo and Benzema. And welcome back, everybody. 45 minutes to play in this opener in the Audi Cup here in the Allianz Arena. Tottenham Hotspur are trailing Real Madrid by 1-0. It might have been worse, in all honesty. Certainly the bulk of the chances for Real. James Rodriguez's goal separates the sides, and it looks as though the first couple of changes are going to be made here. We were led to believe there would be several, and I do believe, Gary, it could be Bentaleb who's coming out here.
It was interesting to see him talking to Dele Alli there, because obviously he'll slot on him alongside him. Whether or not Dyer's gone off now, we'll just see. But that's good. You want to see your first team central midfielders helping his young boy along, talking to him. There's Casemiro coming on for Real Madrid. Now this is a guy I'd be interested in. We're talking about a central midfielder who Real Madrid let go, but then exercised their buyback option to bring him back. I've seen him play a lot this pre-season, and although he has talent, I'm not convinced he's at the level that's required for that central midfield area to challenge the likes of Modric and Kroos. Vasquez as well looks like he's coming on. A really good player, but again, a top player. But when you're talking about playing left wing, you've got the man Ronaldo ahead of you, so it's so difficult. But he was a guy who had a really good season at Espanyol last year and been brought back again to see if he can challenge. Modric so key to this Real Madrid side. Marcelo, give him a cuddle just to make sure that he realises it.
Excellent against his former club. First half, Luka Modric pulling the strings for Real Madrid. So we've got two former Porto players out there for Real. They came together, and two also coming in from Espanyol.
The check going to Arsenal and how valuable a top goalkeeper is, and people are very quick to equate points to how important that role is, but certainly De Gea at United was massive. Here's an opportunity now for Bale.
Let's go on his left, and it goes all the way through Michael Vorm. Not a very good moment for the Tottenham goalkeeper of the moment, and Gareth Bale again makes Tottenham Hotspur rue his departure.
Gareth Bale picked up a sloppy pass there, and because of the power and pace that he has in that role, Vertonghen is scared that he's going to knock it and run, so probably gives him a little bit more space than he should have done. With that then, he takes the shot. He should really maybe have slipped his man in outside because he was in clear on goal, but Gareth Bale is not going to miss the opportunity to get a shot there when Ronaldo's not about. But it's poor goalkeeping. But you must say that he gets a lot of dip, and it just dips deep as he goes down to make the save.
But Vorm would be expecting to make that save, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I'm being kind there. Obviously, if you're trying to make an impression while Lloris is out, that you could be the man to start the season, that's not the way to do it.
So it looks like it. No need to extend it. Real Madrid, a goal in either half, and a very bad moment, I'm afraid, from Michel Vorm, which ultimately has decided the outcome of this first game in the Audi Cup. And Gareth Bale, wouldn't you know it, was the player who was to benefit from it, to give Real Madrid ultimately a quite comfortable 2-0 win. Mainly headline, Pochettino giving all the youngsters he could the chance to experience an atmosphere like this in the Allianz Arena. But even without Ronaldo and Benzema, Real Madrid had just a little bit too much where it counts. And in the main, Gary, the goal threat throughout the evening came from Real Madrid. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think they controlled the ball in midfield and were able to probe and wait for the openings. And we talked about concentration levels for these Tottenham young players, and this is the difference when you play against these big boys here. Danny Rose has got James Rodriguez comfortably there, but switches off for just a second, and when he tries to recover at pace, it's too late. It's a goal. These guys do not miss these type of opportunities, and that's a lesson these young guys are going to have to learn. Danny Rose, just on his back foot there, should have comfortably dealt with that, or at worst, pulled the centre-back, who was Dyer at the time, to deal with the cross. But this is all part of the learning curve. You're playing against top players here.
Из Германии Феликса Брыха. И первый четвертьфинальный Черлука помешал аргентинцу нанести более прицельный удар. Вот момент, удар, поворот. 1-0. Ну, кто Адебайор? Все-таки Марсело все время слева в центр тянет. Подача, вот момент для гола. И... наверное, даже еле ноги передвигают футболисты в темной форме. Гол назревает. Галас. Все это так. Вот момент, удар, поворот. Он забил. Да, не обошлось здесь без промашки голкипера. Крупная победа Реала в первом четвертьфинальном матче Лиги Чемпионов. Поздравляем!
Cristiano Ronaldo en Gomez laat los. En het is 1-0 voor Real Madrid.
Só anda de Ferrari, coisa igual nunca se viu. A bolsa dela da Chanel vale mais de 20 mil. Ela é celebridade, tem jatinho, tem iate. E nos finais de semana curte um funk na boate. O perfume dela é índio, mano, ela só porta grife. E as amiguinhas dela é só gata de elite. Camarote, área VIP, ela fica à vontade. Manda descer a champanhe e faz festa de verdade. Ela é celebridade, tem jatinho, tem iate e desfila de Ferrari. Ela é celebridade, ela adora uma night. Ela só vive na vibe e desfila de Ferrari. Ela só anda de Ferrari, coisa igual nunca se viu. A bolsa dela da Chanel vale mais de 20 mil. Ela é celebridade, tem jatinho, tem iate. E nos finais de semana curte um funk na boate. O perfume dela é índio, mano, ela só porta grife. E as amiguinhas dela é só gata de elite. Camarote, área VIP, ela fica à vontade. Manda descer a champanhe e faz festa de verdade. Ela é celebridade, tem jatinho, tem iate e desfila de Ferrari. Ela é celebridade, ela adora uma night. Ela só vive na vibe e desfila de Ferrari.